The day has come. Minecraft 1.20 has a release date, June 7th. Everyone is excited, and with a new update will undoubtedly come a new world. With this information, some of us have decided to do a final push and finish old projects, use up our materials, fill out spawn, etc. In the spirit of that, I have some things I'd like to show you. So, in the last video, I talked about a few projects I had in mind that I wanted to complete if I had time. One of them was to put a pyramid on top of the cobblestone farm, which, as you can see, looks awesome. You can take a peek inside, and yep, here's the farm. I have a few other projects I want to briefly mention. The first one is up here, on top of the moon. Not much to say on a lot of these, so I'm just gonna mention them briefly. I completed the top of the moon. I had left it open originally because I was tired of placing stone, pretty much. In fact, here is some time-lapse footage of me completing the top of the moon. Okay, next project that we're going to talk about, very briefly. Fly down here through the teeth. I have put a building around the tree farm. The roof is probably... well, it was originally temporary, but it's probably just going to stay dirt. But we'll fly down here and go inside really quick. As you can see, I have encased the tree farm. A little bit of cleaning up I need to do. Just, some scaffolding here and there. But other than that, yeah. I've fully encased the tree farm in an actual build. Next area I want to talk about. I mentioned that I did not have much in the way of plans for this area, just below this build. But now, as you can see, I have finished this area. Just some basic decorating on this side, a table for guards, a table the guards would sit at. I lured some zombies in and named them. Lured them in from over here, because this is not... most of this is not lit up out here. I also captured an Enderman and named him. His name is Greg, if you were curious. And this zombified piglin I moved from my storage area. He was behind the chest in a little area. And I used him earlier in the season to create really long names in the chat. Because his weapon has a really long name. And he has a really long name. Yeah. And when he kills me with the sword, it puts the name of him and the name of the sword in the chat. So that's what he was for. And I moved him over here because I didn't really have a use for him and I didn't want to kill him. And here we are at spawn. Lots of things have been going on here. Brun has been building all kinds of race courses. There's a horse race course, which is these spruce things. I believe. And he has also built an Elytra course, which I believe is these rings up here. And they're all spread out, you know, throughout spawn. Got arrows pointing the way for the horse course. Other things that spawn. My tree. I built that tree over there just for fun to use up some materials. And Caddy has also decided to build a tree. Although I think his is a little bit more impressive than mine. I've been helping out with the build. But the leaves, as you may know, some of you, the leaves are not very fun to place. It's kind of a pain in the butt, so it's been taking a while. I actually have a lot of time-lapse footage that I'm putting together of the tree build, mostly of the trunk, some of the leaves on this side. Unfortunately, I can't like rotate all the way around the tree and watch people build it, because the way the replay mod works is, you know, it's centered on you, so it only loads in what you can see. So if a player is just out of my render distance, I can't see them. So the blocks kind of just appear. Like with the balloon that Brun built, which is actually it'll be in the time lapse. You can't actually see his player, so the blocks kind of just appear, which is funny. But you can see it, and same with Caddy building over here while I was building over there. He was just out of my render distance. Well, not my render distance, but the distance at which entities are loaded. He was just out of distance. Also, there's parts that won't be in the time lapse because, you know, I'm not the only person. This isn't even my build. I've just been helping out. So other people have been working on it, so that progress won't be in the time lapse. But there is a lot of interesting footage that'll be out shortly. Another build I did is this Sonic pixel art, which I have time-lapse footage of. So enjoy. I'm not sure if I want to do more pixel arts. Maybe. If I do, I'll just throw them all in a video on their own of just some time-lapse footage, which I think would be cool. So maybe look out for that. I might do that. I might not. We'll see. So another build I did in the area, just across the water actually, from the Sonic and the rail bridge, is this island over here. I wanted to build a bridge because this is the Northern Horse Path that I made all the way to my base. And I bridged it across this island. And it was just basically a dirt bridge, and I wanted to make it better, so I went with the basalt and the stone bricks. And then, for whatever reason, I decided to build a couple of buildings here. Just some, you know, they're empty. There's nothing in them. Except there's a chest in the other one. Get a pretty good view of the Sonic art, though, which is cool. But yeah, that's another project I did. Little shrine up here with some heads. And the, shrine, or the Torii gates is what these are called. Torii gates. But yeah, that's it for this build. Okay, last thing I wanted to talk about, I think, was this build. You were wondering how I got all the mud blocks for the pyramid at my base. I came out here to my Acacia Village up on the hill, and I built 4 wheat farms. And I just AFK'd up there for a while. And, you know, here, we'll go in here. The classic Ilmango minecart unloader. You know, it comes in, it gets deleted, or it gets destroyed by the lava cauldron. Drops the items into the water stream, then the minecart is placed again. You know, these are pretty basic. I built them for the sugarcane farm too. And I'll probably build them for my other farms on the next world. But yeah, it all goes around up into this water stream. Now I gotta walk all the way back around to the other side. I just thought it was easier to make one water stream that went around one way. And this is to toggle the collectors. But yeah, it all goes up into the stream, you can see. Got some extra storage for materials here, but... goes into the chests. Actually, I forgot to show you the outside of the wheat farm. Basic gradient. Here it is. Okay, now bye! Bye. Okay, that's the end of today's video. I just wanted to go around and talk about some of my wrap-up projects I've been doing. Because the server might be ending soon. I don't plan on doing any large-scale projects for the remainder of the season. I might do some stuff here and there, like filling the holes around the pyramid, you know, a little bit of detailing, stuff like that. So, we probably won't have another video like this season. We might, but maybe probably not. If anything big goes down, I'll make a video about it. But I have 2 other projects that I've been working on that are coming out soon. The time-lapse of the cherry tree at spawn, and a rail project video that I said I was going to make in an earlier video, but I never did. So I'm doing that now, for real this time. It's going to be like a time-lapse of... me riding the rails with music or whatever. So, if you're interested in that, look out for those projects. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I'll see you next time. Bye!